So, lovely assistant, tell me, who do you watch to inspire you to be a chef?
I watch you cook dinner.
Okay. I was thinking you might go with Remy. He's probably my inspiration. We draw inspiration from lots of places in life, but probably my favorite celebrity chef is Remy. Is that his name?
Yes.
He helped me find out that anyone can cook. Well, he was the example. Somebody else is the one who said it. Do you know who said it?
Dustin.
Dustin?
No.
Gusto? We'll fix that in post. Welcome back to Doofus Proof. I've got a new assistant here with me today. My last one refuses to come join me. This one wants to be famous. Today, we're going to be making a holiday favorite here in this household. Been going on for many, well, we just made it up a year ago, so since then. It's Mountain Dew pepper jelly. We haven't made up a good name. I probably should have done that before I made the video. This is Merry Mashup though. Cranberry pomegranate flavored Mountain Dew. Pick me up pepper jelly. Cran pepper jelly. I don't know. Lots of sugar, some caffeine, although maybe the caffeine will cook out. Don't tell coffee that that's what happens. It doesn't really. So let's get started. You'll notice the first thing we did is we've got our, as the French say, mice in place, where you tell the mice, hey, you're a worthless mouse, and you steal our food. Wait, what? That's not what? Oh, mise en place? Oh, right, we've got everything in its place. So that's where we are. So let's get started. When I designed this recipe, we were using cans, because that's what I purchased last year when we made this. This year I can't find cans. So we've got it in bottles, that's what I'll call these. Pros and cons to that, I designed the recipe to use 3 cans. Unfortunately, I don't have cans. So we'll use bottles and I feel like I already repeated myself. We'll just measure out a little bit. We just measured this perfectly, but that one's mine. We're gonna go ahead and put this in here and mind the sound. We're now gonna have our little induction cooktop going here. So induction cooktops are pretty fancy, as opposed to what's behind me where it uses radiant heat and it heats up heating elements. This uses magnets and technology and stuff. More efficient, makes more noise. What's not to like? So we're gonna put in 36 ounces, because each one of these is 20 ounces, and I subtracted 4 ounces. You say, what are we gonna do with the other 4 ounces? Well, probably just drink it, if we're being honest. And what better to drink from than a measuring cup? We don't keep secrets in this family, but you don't necessarily have to tell your mom that I gave you Mountain Dew. So we're gonna get that going, and my fancy assistant's job here, see, it's already boiling. Or maybe that's just bubbling from the fizz, I don't know. My fancy assistant's job now is to keep that stirring so nothing gets burned, and while he's doing that, I'll start cutting up some peppers. So we've got multiple different types of peppers here. You'll notice it's kind of Christmas themed with the red and the green. Last time we made this, we didn't feel that enough heat came through. So in addition to the jalapeños and the green bell peppers and the red bell peppers, we've got this new pepper here, which was supposed to be a habanero. Unfortunately, my grocery store didn't have habaneros, so I believe this is a Manzano. I don't know. It's another pepper, somewhere a little hotter than a jalapeno, but certainly not as hot as a habanero. We're hoping that'll bring out some extra heat, because although you don't want it spicy and melting faces, you certainly do want a little bit of spice to give a little extra dimension to this. Get these cut, and I'm sure there'll be some nice montage going through in the background, foreground, the only ground. I don't know. We'll fix it in post. That's what people say. It's like a little baby pepper inside of a pepper. What do you do with that? You want to eat it?
Sure.
You're just gonna laugh the whole time? What's your goal? How are you gonna be famous? Ooh, this has a different color seed. That'll be fun. Speaking of seeds, you know, I've heard many people say, oh, you gotta cut the seeds out because it'll be too spicy otherwise. And other people say, no, the seeds don't have anything to do with the spice. And I don't know the answer to that, but I do know I don't want seeds in here just because who wants to bite into a seed? This is gonna be delicious. No seeds required. Speaking of spiciness, so jalapenos are a very interesting pepper. Sometimes a jalapeno seems no spicier than a bell pepper. Sometimes it's gonna melt my face off. So we went with 10 jalapenos here, and hopefully that'll get the right heat. Hopefully we have a mixture of some spicier, some less spicy peppers. So in the background, you'll notice we have here a pot for a water bath. This is what's gonna happen later when we put these jelly in jars. Jelly jars.
More of that later.
More to come later. So some people will tell you there's a right way to do this, and a wrong way to do this, and they're probably right. To me, I think the right way to cut a pepper and to devein and de-seed the pepper is the way you do it that gets it done without cutting your hand off. So if at the end of this, I have the seeds and stuff out and the veins out, and I haven't cut myself, or my lovely assistant, hey, that's not safe, or my lovely assistant, then I will call it a victory. So I was on a swim team in high school. Some people watching this video might remember that. I wasn't that good. Don't worry, I'm not like a Michael Phelps or Lochte, I don't know, any of those famous people who were good at swimming. And I think it's consolation, because my dad knew how bad I was. He once told me that any race that you get out of the pool is a win. Because I guess that's how bad I was, that the bar was not, did you win, did you beat anyone else, how was your time? The bar was, did you not drown. And sometimes, I guess that's what life's all about, surviving. Maybe a doofus-proof way of doing this would have been to have everything cut up, but that's got to reduce. I guess I could have reduced it ahead of time. Oh, by the way, don't forget to tell me when this is down by 67%.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Someone do the math. Carry the 1. When that, which started out as 36 ounces, is now 12 ounces. We want a cup and a half of that. All right, so we got our peppers cut up. Excellent, excellent. Next step we're going to do with these peppers is we're going to get them chopped up. Finer. But I'm too lazy to hand chop them any more than I have already. All right, so for our food processor here, we're gonna load it up some of the way with all of our little pepper blend. Hopefully this isn't too obnoxious for you guys. And once it's been going, you might not be able to hear this, we're just gonna add some more.
Just add some more.
We'll take a pause here, give a little spatula-age. That's a word, right? Spatula-age?
Not even
What part
close.
is that be a noun? Be a verb?
You are very wrong.
We'll use a spatula here to make sure that we've got all the big chunks out. I don't think I do, so we'll make this go again.
When is this done, do you think?
I told you, it's done when that's a cup and a half. So we're using a wide mouth pot here because in my mind at least, that's gonna allow more to evaporate at once. That's probably not true. Probably could have just done it in a small cylinder, but that's what we're going with. Okay.
I mean, when you think off of the top of my head, yeah, probably.
Well, it passes the 5th grader reasoning test, so it's probably right. All right, so now that we've got these all chopped up, we're gonna drain them a little bit. So what I have here is my peppers, a little mesh sifter. I kept wanting to call it a sieve. I don't know. Now that we definitely have it all chopped up the first time, because we did not pour some out and have a big chunk in there, we'll pour this into here. This time I'm absolutely sure. I mean, this is the first time I've done that, that we are taking stuff out and seeing that there are no big chunks. Don't ruin the magic of television. So we're just going to slowly let these juices drain into our bowl here, empty it as we need. We got time. He's getting this sody pop reduced down. So the key is, it started at 3 cups and we want a cup and a, no wait, shoot, what did I start at? I don't know, 4.5 cups? Probably 4.5 cups. We want it down to a cup and a half. Let's stop talking in cups. See, this can be very tricky. I hate talking in ounces because, man, sometimes it gets confusing. Is it by weight? Is it fluid ounces? Okay, so we started with 20 fluid ounces and we want 12 fluid ounces. Wait, what did we start with? No, start with 40. We drank 4. So that left us at 36.
That's right.
Carry the 1. Whenever doing math in your head, it's always important to say carry the 1, even if you're not doing anything, it carries 1s. Where were we? We just carried the 1, so we were at 36, and we want to reduce that down to 12. So, you know, that percent. We'll say reduce it by 2/3. I don't know. Anyway, he's doing that. We've got some time while that happens. Try and get all the, well, most of the juices out of this. What I should do is come up with a recipe that uses pepper juices, because basically I'm just throwing them away. Oh well. How many ounces are you down to there?
Is a 5th grader's word really that reliable?
Sure. Depends on the 5th grader. You've got some friends that I'd trust their word. But I shouldn't.
So, I say this is about good, maybe? Is this good?
I don't know. Let's see. So, he wants to be done. So let's see if we're there yet. So what we're going to do, grab the spatula.
Whoa.
See, that's the magnets telling us, hey, look, guys, there's no metal over me. You might not be able to hear the beeping, but it's definitely beeping.
Can we drink this?
No.
I know.
We've still got a while to go, because it's at 2 cups. And we want it down. No, wait. It's at like 3 cups. I don't know. We've lost some. We want to lose more.
Dang. We still got like half of this to go.
Yep. All right, let's see where we are now. So our goal is to reduce it down to the number we said before. Go ahead and stop stirring. 1.5 cups, 12 ounces, fluid ounces. If we overshoot that a little bit, it's not the end of the world, because we can just add a little water back in. So last time we did this, we were quite a bit over. We're within like a 1/4 cup, people. We're just gonna keep chugging along. Keep chugging, well, that's probably a different thing. So we'll get that going. I think we got everything else in place.
Dad, I love in football how like it'll be a run and then it'll be pushed back and then all of a sudden the big lineman will come in and push the player forward and it's all whoa and it just topples over.
I love how your one job is to keep stirring, and every time you talk, you forget that that's your job.
Ooh, and I keep stirring. Still stirring.
You just keep stirring, stirring, stirring.
What do we do?
We stir, stir, stir.
I think we're good.
Think you want to try again?
I don't know.
All right.
Will it pay off? Just barely over.
I think we're there. What did we say we're going for? 12 ounces?
Yeah.
We're here!
Got it.
Yay! It hasn't been that long. It just seems like an eternity. Okay, so we're at 12 ounces. So we're going to pour this back in. Into that, we're going to mix some sugar, some salt. Stir! Stir!
Whoa, I
You
got
need to
this.
stir. Do you? You just stir. Don't spill, but stir. Okay, and our peppers. Okay, so we've got that going. We're gonna let it boil, let it all go, and then we'll add our pectin, and then we'll get it jarred up. All right, so we've just brought this up to a boil, so now we're gonna start a timer for 10 minutes. This will be the first time we've done a timer for this, believe it or not. Alexa, start a timer for 10 minutes.
Starting now.
Thank you. Alexa, how much longer on my timer?
You have 6 minutes and 30 seconds left on your 10-minute timer.
A 10-minute timer might be the longest thing in all of eternity. Alexa, stop timer. All right, so it's been boiling now for 10 minutes. So the last step, it's not the last step. Come on, son. You're not my son. Well, you could be my son because my children do watch this. But anyway, the last step, dang it, it's still not the last step. The next step, what comes next? I'll tell you what comes next.
What comes next?
Yeah,
Open
King
fire.
George. Is we're gonna stir in some liquid pectin. Keep stirring. And we're just gonna make sure we get all the pouch in there.
Very important.
You know, this probably could have been done with real cranberries and real pomegranates, and that would have given its own pectin to help this gel. But can you even buy caffeine in a pouch? You probably can. You can buy everything. Amazon would probably let me do it. Alexa, start a timer for 1 minute.
1 minute. Starting now.
So we're gonna let that boil for 1 minute, and you're gonna keep stirring,
I'm stirring.
like you mean it. Alexa, stop timer. All right, so it's been boiling a minute. We're gonna take it off this. The cool thing about this induction cooktop is it's already stopped making heat because the magnet stopped spinning. There's nothing on there anymore. It's gonna be hot because it just had a pot boiling for a while, but it's gonna cool down quickly. It won't maintain that much heat. All right, and now for this part, we're gonna ladle in some of this jelly in here. The key is to put it in, but not all the way to the top. It needs a little time to breathe, so I'm told. I know nothing about canning. Jarring? But that's what I was told.
Let's go with jarring.
We'll go with jarring. It's gotta have room to breathe. All right, so now we're just gonna wipe the tops of these lids off to make sure there's nothing in the way of them making a good seal. So we've got these lids over here that have been boiling in hot water because that's what I was told to do. And these will definitely come out of the pan.
I can do it. I did it.
So we've got these jars that we'll now put into our water bath, which is at a rolling boil behind me. And we'll cross our fingers that I didn't screw it all up.
These thingies. Little helps.
They should make a device to help put these in the water. And we're gonna let that in the water bath for 10 minutes and then we'll call it good.
I love that time when I was like, I think that should be the thumbnail.
You have 5 minutes and 30 seconds left on your 10-minute timer.
Is a 10-minute timer the longest timer in the history of timers? All right, so our timer just went off, but let's get these things out of the water. All right, so it's all done. And now with the magic of YouTube, we'll have some pre-prepared stuff. So this is a serving suggestion. Now you can do whatever you want with the recipe. You can make it, you can not make it. If you do make it, you can prepare it and serve it like we are. I've got some here that was magically prepared. And I have this clean knife here that I'm gonna drop on the plate and then use to serve out over top here. Because this cream cheese was just telling me, it was like, pour some jelly on me with the Mountain Dew. You didn't hear it say that, I take it. Apparently the jelly only, or the cream cheese only speaks to me. You have your cream cheese, your jelly, and your crackers. These are club crackers.
Delicious.
They're delicious. Another reasonable alternative, you could do wheat thins, you could do Fritz. I guess you could do saltines, but
This
why?
is not a cracker sponsored video.
Hashtag not a sponsor. And here's what we'll go with. That's really good.
That's really good.
I like it.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think? He approves. And I hope you approve. Thanks for joining us today here on Doofus Proof. Be sure to catch us next time when we do more stuff if you like it. Speaking of if you like it, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all those sorts of things.
Share.
Share? Yeah, share. Because sharing is caring. I heard that once.
We're totally not
don't wanna say
copying other videos.
No, nobody ever says like, comment, subscribe, or anything like that.
Turn on post notifications. There's that one too.
Oh yeah, make sure to turn on your notifications so that you can know every time my editor gets enough effort to make one of these videos for you.
Once a month.
Ish.
Yeah, good job, Dad. Grandma's favorite recipe. That's one of the thumbnails. Seems to not be working as well as we needed it to. Oh no, the sugar has been infected. It looks like yellow snow. Everybody wants to be famous. Go.
Are you mocking me? Well, we're not using the Vitamix this time, so
It's just fun.
we operated everything in this video correctly.
So far. Oh, is it hard?
Mhm.
So I didn't ruin it? Whoa!
Stirring. Yes, he is stirring.
Like this video if you think I should get Instagram.
No, the carrots and the potatoes. Oh, don't forget the potatoes and the potatoes. Are we on? It's not my fault you lied.
Didn't lie so much as didn't tell the truth.
That's the same thing. I don't cook. Wow.